Welcome, everyone, to the penultimate recap of the season, week 15.
Woo!
This week, we're going to go over our most recent set of games, as we typically do. But I think we'll actually have a winner on who, instead of us being tied this time on playoff calls. So
I think so. Yeah, no, that's gonna change, and we're gonna have to go into what happens in the finals and the third place match.
I lost in another playoff league by 4 points because I played Drew Brees instead of Jalen Hurts.
Ooh.
And I didn't even have Brees. I had Hurts, and I went and picked up Brees to play him over the guy I had on my roster already. So
you hate to see it happen.
Yeah, it really does hurts. Anyway, moving on. Looking at last week's matchups, we had me v. Rocco, which seemed to be very, very scary for me for a good portion of the week.
It was touch and go for a while. You guys, if you checked out the projections just as the weekend was going on and stuff, it wavered up to you being 30 points ahead and projected, and then him coming back up to be the same, then only 8 points behind, then the same again. And it's just, your numbers just kept getting bigger and his got a little bit smaller, but it was really at moments there, it could have been neck and neck before eventually you just got far enough ahead that Rocco couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat, as it were, but I pulled through, so I got the victory there. So that's a point for me, and no point for you because I called that one.
Yeah.
And moving to Tim and Rich.
We both
also
called Rich
very
on
close.
This one. Also very closer than I thought it would be. There were times during the weekend I was looking at, I was like, Tim might actually be able to win, and it was pretty close, much closer than I was expecting.
If he had any of his starting running backs not go down, he might have pulled it off. And I was really hoping he would pull it off, but it looks like I'm going to have the more difficult matchup in the finals. So not much to talk about there, but the big game that I want to talk about was
Boomer and Rick.
Boomer.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Boomer and Rick upset for 5th place, but upset of the week, I think.
Oh yeah, and truly crazy game. I mean, Rick at one point was up by just an atrocious amount, and Boomer came back, and partly due to Derek Carr going down.
Yeah, Derek Carr going down really, I think, is kind of what sealed Rick's fate, because he went down early, didn't he?
Yeah,
for most of the game.
And it's crazy because you look at the differences, and Darren Waller put up 30 points to start off Rick's week, with Derek Carr, his quarterback, putting up 2 points.
Yeah.
So it was like that is kind of awesome, but also kind of hurts. And then, Boomer goes on to have some pretty great quarterback performances.
Yeah.
Generally.
I mean, considering how Baker Mayfield and Tom Brady have been doing kind of consistently, the fact that they were around projection is pretty good.
Yeah. And, I mean, really, Rick was let down by his stars.
Keenan Allen got 2 points. Derek Carr, through no fault of his own, got 2 points. He got injured. Russell Wilson had a very meh quarterback day.
Yeah, and because of that, Tyler Lockett also not so great.
Yeah.
Wayne Gallman, who's been putting up consistent production, just nothing. He ruined people's fantasy weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah, another 2-pointer. Just so many fizzles on Rick's side. The universe was working against Rick this last week, and it really shows.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Boomer committed to a couple of teams, Browns and Bucks. Put in Mayfield, Brady, Mike Evans, Jarvis Landry, Myles Garrett, and it worked out for him. So
yeah,
really, really fun to watch that matchup as it progressed through the week, just because it was so close.
Rick having a bit of a tragic run in the playoffs, losing to Rocco first round again, just twisting that knife. getting completely upset by Boomer in a very, very close match. And however, through Rick's tragedy, almost created a moment of fantastic turnaround for Keely. But she played the wrong backup quarterback in her spot when she only had one to play and one that was nothing. She picked the wrong one. Otherwise, Marcus Mariota would have been in, gotten her 27 points, and had her beat Scott. And that would have been like the reversal of the season, just to be like, actually, no, I'm not going to lose the season.
Yep. And so instead, we have our Nick Cage. Keely, congratulations.
Somebody had to win it first.
You did it.
And this is a season that's not got quite a big asterisk next to it, but it's 2020. It's the season where everybody's team just kind of like had different kinds of problems, and yours had the most. Like by far and away, your team had like the worst luck overall in terms of what was happening to your players, who was available, what you could play. Keely just kind of got wrecked by 2020 on her team.
Yeah, and so this past week did, line up some of our standings. We've got Keely getting first pick overall next year. Scott getting his second overall pick. You managed to eke out your win, so there's a
third win of the season, baby. First one since like week 4.
Yeah, so that'll put Nick in 8th and you in 7th. So, and so now we've just only got 2 games to go over for this next week. It's Tim and Rocco fighting for 3rd and 4th place.
Mm-hmm.
And myself and Rich for the championship. Oh, also forgot to mention Boomer with his win, locked in 6th place, or 5th place, and Rick ended up in 6th. So only four seeds left to spot up this week after these matches. And after, just a reminder, after this next week 16, you will get back $100 of fab, and off-season trading will open back up, and we will do our rookie draft immediately following the NFL draft. So,
oh no, I spent so much of my fab already this season.
Said the liar.
I spent $6. Hey man, if I could say one thing from this season, I knew like from the beginning I was doing good. I picked up James Robinson as a running back for no money. That like I got like nothing out of like my off-season drafts, but I got him off the waiver for no money. That's a win.
And you know what? That was an excellent move. I myself also tried to capitalize on that Leonard Fournette trade, and I picked up the wrong 2 Jacksonville running backs, who did absolutely nothing for me, and I dropped week 2.
Yeah.
So.
But I think it'll be an interesting.
He's going to be a good move. Yeah, he's going to be a good player next year too. It looks like. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting offseason in regards to wavering and trading stuff. Just considering, we had a lot of trades due to injuries this year, and then once the season's over, if people are looking to replace what they lost or kind of refill out rosters, and or if they're going to wait and see how all of our IRs empty out, and because everybody's IR is at least halfway full, I'm pretty sure at this point in the season, if not all the way.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some quarterbacks get spread amongst the league in some off-season trades.
Yeah,
tired of seeing people play with only one starting quarterback. But let's go
to our predictions.
Yeah, let's go to our predictions. So let's start off with the 3rd place matchup: Tim versus Rocco. I'm going to have to go Rocco here. As you said, he's just had an undeniable run of games through the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He managed to beat out Rick. He, and while the game ended up being pretty far away, he was very close there with me for a while. And I have a feeling he's got another pretty solid performance.
I see. Yeah, he didn't play. His team didn't do badly. Your team just did better.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I said last week I'm on the Rocco train, and now that it's veered off from where it's going, but it can still get to 3rd, and I'm still there. I think I'm still on the Rocco train.
All right. So we're both in agreement there. And now we've got me versus Rich. I am terrified of this matchup. I especially with Stephon Diggs might be out this week, which isn't in my favor, because I think that lowers Josh Allen's value as well.
Yeah.
I'm obviously going for me because I'm going to win, but it is going to be a scary week. I got Jonathan Taylor, who's been someone carrying me through the back half of my season, especially the playoffs, is going up against the best run defense in the league of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's got fantastic matchups for his wide receivers and running backs with Kareem Hunt at the Jets and Kelsey, Hill, Godwin at Atlanta and Detroit. So
yeah, no, I mean, this is going to be a real tough call, but
it's going to be an interesting matchup to watch.
And I think it could go either way, but Rich has just been so dominant. I'm going to go Rich. If for no other reason than to spice it up, we both pick other people, because I'm sitting here and I think it really could go either way, but I'm gonna lean towards Rich, and that way if he wins and I'm right, we're both tied for predictions again.
True. And I got excited there for a second because I was like, wow, I'm projected by 40 points better than him.
He's got
five people not in his lineup right now.
Yeah,
just some empty spots. So
he's got. Yeah, and he's got more. He's got more than 30 points of projection that he could put up, just once he decides to put people in.
Oh, at least.
So I looked at that originally, and I've been looking at his bench to be like, why is that there? Oh, he just doesn't have 4 people in his lineup yet.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the championship.
So speaking of, do we have a name for the championship yet?
I don't think we do. I've been going through all sorts of things. I almost want to have a Keanu marathon. I just watched his new movie on Netflix, Knock Knock, this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, very hair-raising, edge of your seat kind of movie.
Hey,
I like it a lot.
I am still somewhat partial to calling it The Excellent Adventure, and then
I think that should be the name of the
playoffs. Yeah,
The Excellent Adventure.
The trophy could be the phone booth, unless we want to mix it up and do double references.
Ooh, or that would be cool. It would make for a cool trophy. We could get a phone booth. I'm still committed to at some point getting a trophy.
Hey man,
like
the trophy for the Nick Cage
physically mailing around trophies.
Oh god, yeah, and the trophy for the Nick Cage kind of course I think has to be the Wicker Man.
I was going to say
not the bees.
I was going to say we get a bust of Nick Cage where it's Nick Cage on one side and Travolta on the other from Face Off.
There's lots of ideas. There's lots of ideas for bad trophies
it's like,
from Nick
this
Cage
is how
movies.
your team could have been, but instead it was this.
We'll work on that. Alrighty, but I think with that, that's everything for this week, and see you guys next week to declare the official winner, and I guess do a season-long recap and talks for next season.